Luckily, we might be imprisoned, but our characters don't have any weapons equipped, so.
Alright. We're in.
We're live?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. Welcome back to Xenogears.
Yes, welcome back to World 9 Gaming. This is Nick.
I'm Frank.
And Mike.
We're, where we last left our heroes, I believe, they had been captured by desert people, or
That's
there
right,
was
the forces of Ave.
Ave. To get you to ride in that gear.
Yeah, and Faye and Shitan were in the desert looking for parts to fix the gear Veltal, which Faye used to unwittingly destroy his hometown. And now they've been captured, and they're exchanging this heart-to-heart in this cell of this brig, conveniently equipped with a save point.
Never felt this way before, Faye has confessed. We can't do anything as long as we're prisoners. Let's rest a little bit. I think we want to say, let's talk more. I need more info audio. Yeah.
My father? You mean my dad?
Yeah, that line.
Love that line.
Yeah, but that villain sure seemed to know a lot about him.
Yes, Graf.
Graf.
You're not going to say anything else, are you? Let's find out. Are you going to say anything else? Yeah. Doc, why didn't I know? Dot.
Why didn't he notice that he had no memories? Oh, yeah.
I suspect that line might have been a little weirdly translated.
You got to tell me something. Oh, you don't have anything else to say to me.
Yeah, that's it.
At least I got him for all he's worth. Not gonna let any secrets slip out of you.
But he'll talk to himself.
It was him, no mistake. Okay, so you know the villain. Graft. The time of the gospel. Whoa! Oh, whoa! Emperor. Okay, now we're getting wacky. Emperor, yes. Emperor's got a skull face. We're all the people expelled from paradise and forced to live on the cruel surface of the earth. Huh. Okay. I finally see what's going on in this scene.
Really?
It took me a while to figure out that Shaitan was like sitting on this little pedestal out in space.
Yeah. Oh, I see. You mean physically, yes. We, the Gazel, must find God's resting place by then and resurrect him.
Okay. That's their final prayer. Meanwhile, this other evil villain wants to kill God, it sounds like.
Right, so we have people talking about reviving or resurrecting God.
Yeah.
And some about destroying God.
The fate that was determined at our Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't tell me everything.
even though you asked to keep talking. Man,
yeah, that's right.
What a stingy guy.
Huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bingo. Das Gear.
Yes, das Veltal.
It has to be. Okay, this must be an important character.
What makes you say that?
Well,
The fact that he's cute.
character design,
Just the fact that he has a portrait.
language. He has a portrait, yeah.
Ectropometers.
Ectropometers.
I have no idea what that means.
Bronze.
I'll say. Oh man, they're gonna under the sand ship, aren't they?
You're right.
Batcon level 1. Anti-gear guns.
Best. What's happening?
Uh-oh. Isn't there somebody in Xenosaga that's Young Master too?
Yes, they have a young master there.
I remember that from when my roommate played that game a ton.
In Suikoden 1, your main character is Young Master.
I think that there's probably some Japanese title that they always just translate that way.
One of the characters in Evernight, his maidservant, always refers to him as that.
Yeah.
Master. What is that? A sand cruiser.
Of course, the pirates.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if they have eye patches.
Yeah.
I feel like in a game like this, that's how you indicate.
Nice polygon.
Yeah, it looks like halfway between a submarine and a... Well, it looks like a submarine.
Yeah, with the sort of tower and the periscope and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I feel that the technobabble that they use when it comes to operating the ship and the combat is really on point. I think they do it pretty consistently through the game.
When they talk about like, oh, Anton and Belta.
Well, when they sort of like, just the sort of stuff that they talk about, it's very well realized. Helps the immersion effect a lot, I think.
Uh-oh. I wonder if we're going to get out during this attack.
No, you're just going to sink to the bottom of the sea of sand. I've had problems wondering how anything could sink that far in the sea of sand. Like, I usually sink about 2 centimeters when I'm in sand. But...
Uh-oh.
Arrgh. Oh, that
Oh.
was easy.
Oh, yeah, that was easy.
Did he karate chop it? It's unclear what happened.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very unclear. Whoa, okay, I'm moving in the sand.
Yeah.
What's the go faster button?
It's...
I found it. What do you say, there's a switch?
I don't know, but you might try rotating the camera.
You gotta look for loot.
Look for loot.
Hey, treasure. Where is loot?
What survival tent? Is there a real timer that I can run out of, or no?
Well, you've noticed that the sand level is rising.
Yeah.
So if you screw that, if like too much fills the ship, then I think you have to start over again.
Yeah. So I better get to the damn stair. The switch, you said? I want to get to that ladder.
Yeah.
Ah, ladder. This is where it was, right?
Yeah, I thought so too. On the other side.
Oops, I pushed the wrong button. I think we might have some games overs here.
We'll just go. We'll
Go the other way.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Haven't exhausted all the options. Hey, hurry up.
I'm working on it. Nope, it's game over.
We're done. There's a ladder.
There's a ladder. Oh, no. Game over, I feel.
Game over.
Well, fortunately, it doesn't make you sit through all those cutscenes.
Oh, no.
again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is fortunate. Well, I'm not going to go... If the loot's just some crappy crap.
Yeah, it's not particularly amazing.
I thought I could have sworn there was a ladder.
I thought so too.
Maybe if you don't get to the ladder at a certain point, it, like,
It
fills
floods.
with sand.
Well,
All
the
right.
thing is, this time don't click past his dialogue box.
Well, I didn't mean to. I was just looking for the button that...
I didn't mean you meant to.
Yeah. There's the switch for the sand barrier door, he said?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know.
He said there, didn't he?
But maybe he was saying there is a switch to the sand barrier door on a certain wall or something. But I'm not sure you need to activate it. You can just switch to the screen again.
Right, so I didn't get a tent and a Rosensoul. I'm not concerned.
Not a huge problem. Can you jump onto
Oh, wow, okay.
the... Yeah.
Whoa, 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 okay.
Don't these guys have better things to deal with?
I would think the same, but... well, you notice that the sand is no longer flowing during the fight, so maybe they want to, you know...
Right. They're metagaming.
Oh, I guess that's how they represent the disaster. Part of the engine.
Yeah. They're not very tough. Oh, gosh, I want to. Save.
You have more, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to
you're
save
right,
it.
save it.
Oh, that didn't come. Oh, you're the only one not gonna attack? Now let's see if I can remember how to do the death blow thing. It's combo, right?
Yeah.
But I only have 5, so I can only do 1 actually.
Right. You've saved up the 4 AP, but like, how can I put it? The ones in your current turn kind of don't count against that. So you have to have banked on the previous turns.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can do
Yeah.
2.
So you need to actually. This is arcane. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're a doctor.
Though he doesn't really use medical science, he uses the power of ether to cure people.
Alright, this should take him out. Yeah, no surprises there.
No alarms and no surprises.
Alright, yay.
So he's just gained his first death blow. Dr. Uzuki. And speaking of Uzukis in Xenosaga, you might remember that the main character in Xenosaga was named Shion Uzuki.
I don't.
Oh, I did not.
And her brother Jin actually resembled the Shitan character in a lot of different ways.
But aren't they like technically not in the same?
Yeah, they're
universe?
not. That's. I think they call it a so-called like a spirit. Pardon me, a spiritual sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much you guys know about the Xeno franchise, but you know, especially as you get later in the game, there are a lot of things that connect to the lore, and there's other things that I think that the Monolith, you know, staff when they worked for Namco, kind of put in, kind of to indicate the Xeno heritage. And now there's the Xenoblade franchise, you know, like Xenoblade Chronicles, which I don't know the first thing about. I've been meaning to play it, but you know, I never owned the you know, it was on the Switch I think first, and I was on the Wii U or something first.
Yeah.
The Xenoblade, it's coming out for the Switch, but I don't own the Switch.
Yeah,
so.
I bought Xenoblade, whatever, X, and I bought Chronicles 1. I didn't get very far. I played like a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
In the queue at some point.
Yep.
But they're not necessarily in the same world.
No, they're definitely not in the same world, but they share a lot of features.
Kind of like Final Fantasy.
Yeah. But like to a lesser extent than Final Fantasy, like in Final Fantasy, they're different worlds, but you know there are continuities. Like you know, there's always a Cid, there's always like an Ifrit and Shiva monster, or at least almost always. But here, it's like I think they're actually by different. Like the intellectual property is owned by like different people. So.
Wow, I'm not saying a point.
If you press circle to like use it, you can find out. Because you can activate save points with like the action button. Or sorry, with X.
Yes, in case I get flooded by sand again. Wait, okay, so I can't go that way. I can go this way. So you can start doing these. You can start doing longer combos. Maybe learn something. The fire from the engine room deals more damage than they do.
Yeah, you're using, I don't know what kind of thing they're shooting, maybe rubber bands, you know, to do like that much, or that little damage, I should say. You know, 2 karate kicks, I mean, you know, kung fu kicks from your Dr. Uzuki does as much as like 10 of their gunshots.
Yeah.
That's the power of martial arts. Or as the guy in Lahan called it, martials arts.
Marshals.
So I think you jump in there. Or maybe not.
Oh. Oh, I pushed that button.
Okay, so maybe not then.
I can't jump up there either.
Well, can you rotate the camera a bit? Oh, maybe you're supposed to jump on that crate.
That's what I'm trying. I'm figuring I'm supposed to get up somehow.
It was a little dark.
Yeah, it does seem a little dark. It almost looks like it's somewhere I could jump.
Do you mind if I try?
No, I don't. I think this is the right way to go, though.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, because see how I had to go through that thing?
No, but to your left here. May I try?
Yeah, is there like a door?
No, but I think that
Oh, you can actually go through that way?
I think you can jump up on. There we go. Okay, I jumped up on something. Oh, you can actually go through this way. No wonder. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust the brightness on this monitor a bit in a little bit because this is kind of dark. There we go. But,
yeah, it's hard to see what the hell is going on.
Do you Mike? When we remember we adjusted the brightness on the TV last time.
Should have saved.
You should have saved it.
Let's check it. Let's try that.
Great.
Yeah, typical RPG fashion. Guns are less powerful than just
Why would
punching
you ever
people.
want to use your? Why would you ever want to use a gun? Although there is a pretty cool character in this game who uses guns later.
I mean, I guess you only use them for style factor.
Well, that's you know, because, or if you have chosen another weapon that is not like, you know, how should I put it? If you choose a weapon that is not like a gun, it's like purely aesthetic, and there's like never any penalty.
Right.
You know, and if it's something that, wow, that was quick. What was with this back-to-back attack? I've never seen that happen.
Uh-oh, and you're surrounded.
Not a problem. Although, you can run from fights in this game. Actually, and I'm actually going to see if I can. Looks like I can't escape.
Because you're surrounded.
I guess so. Oh, I accidentally selected defend.
Well,
Alright, I think
you
it's
might
time
need to heal up.
I know, I know, it's time. Let's use some arcane techniques on Faye.
Brrr. Yeah, these Ava Corporals don't tank very much.
Nope. I do like their kind of cute outfits. You know, the sort of it
Goggles,
looks sort of like
yeah.
a pilot's hat. You know, like a World War, like what Snoopy wears as the World War I flying ace.
Yeah, yeah.
The desert ace. That'll do it. Again with the rose saws and aqua saws.
We're gonna have to get out and take control of that mech at some point.
Oh shoot, where did I?
I think you're going south.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a ladder.
Yes, here's a ladder. Great.
There we are.
Thank you, Frank.
Do.
Oh, nice.
And now we're on
I
deck.
think I missed some edits, but who cares? They were minor. Where did you go, Doc? Yeah, where did you go?
Oh man, now you have to jump up there. Ah,
I don't have to. I'm just gonna align this so that I can. All right. So I'm just gonna like make sure that I'm.
not falling off. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to like use like only the directional buttons.
Yep.
And not try and screw around with any like angles on the cameras. There we go.
That was well done.
Well, it's kind of hard to see with the colors that those things are.
Yeah,
So,
these types of games, the graphics
Yeah.
just make it hard for me to see. Wait, do I have to move? No. Here we go again.
You and I seem to have a fated relationship.
And everybody loves talking to their machines, right?
Yeah, even characters who you think would like know better.
Oh yeah, nice.
I remember like you were talking to like the Zeta at the end of the show, like, oh, I see you like want to go home too or something.
Yeah. It's a good gimmick, man. There's a reason why they...
Yep. Nice screen distortion effect.
It's the heat of the desert.
The heat of the desert.
Pretty good design on this, you know, most important gear, though.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
It does have very Gundam-esque legs. Sacked your saccules.
And tickled your utricles enough for one lifetime.
Okay.
Your jokes didn't quite land.
No. Yeah, doing all sorts of stuff by itself.
I love how you even know what that is.
Yeah, right. Environmental
Automatically.
weight reduction hovering.
I suppose that means that it's using its thrusters to.
Yeah.
That's cool.
To avoid sinking in the sand.
Leave your friends to sink in the sea of sand. Don't you believe in comradeship?
Who said that? Do. Not very manly of you. Alright, young master. Let's see how masterful you really are.
you make a better plea for your life? Well, you are in a Kislev gear. You
Yeah.
ever think of that? Oh well.
I guess we gotta fight him anyways.
You got to establish his character
That's right.
with this misunderstanding. So, speaking of the niche weapons, this gear uses whips.
Someone does, yep. Okay, let's see. Let's start with one of these boosts.
You mean a key attack?
Yeah, key attack, because it looks cool. And it seemed to be successful in the other boss fight. Alright, actually dealt damage.
Yeah.
Brigadier.
Alright, so he's going to use Wild Smell to reduce your accuracy.
Accuracy and evasion down, okay.
Yeah. And you see that it blinks camera damaged
Yep.
in the bottom right.
Oh, still got him.
Yeah.
No, will this stack if he... Oh, no, he's just attacking.
I believe you can... I don't remember if he will do it more than one time, and if it stacks each time. I'm going to need to check that out later.
There we go, that was good.
Yeah. So I guess the total damage output is about the same if you just use the key attack every turn, or you build up to the combo. But I suppose the risk that you will miss is also higher with normal attacks.
So again...
I think it does reduce evade. I think it does.
Like every time he does it?
Don't quote me on it, but I believe so.
Let's try if I can...
Use the square. The other square.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I want to hit him with the combo, the finisher, if I can.
Yeah.
So it should be that by doing...
So triangle and then square.
Oh yeah, you can't do triangle X yet in this form.
You actually never can until you get a special item. So, like that triangle and triangle square combination are they're like analogous to your death blows.
Right.
You want to do it so the triangle X is like that's going to be analogous to the third death blow that you haven't learned yet. You know?
Oh no, not good. Oh, did our fighting summon a more powerful monster?
I go get caught in quicksand. So I guess maybe this is why things can sink in this setting, because there's quicksand all around. Sea of sand. It's all your fault.
You're gonna get it.
Gonna get it. Why? Well, nothing like, you know, fighting your allies to earn them, right? That's
Nothing like having a new ally to join as a misunderstanding boss battle. Oh.
Hey. I hate to say I told you so.
But I told you so.
Yeah. Pirate that works. Mine's Bart.
Arrested for no apparent reason.
Yeah, you only left a Kislev or an Ave soldier to die in the desert after stealing his motorbike.
Right.
So you're nearly going to be sent to a concentration camp.
Yeah,
Wow.
okay, that
like
exists in this world, I guess.
Very intense thing.
You got some gear envy there?
Charles. So maybe for a subsequent stream, I will bring in the Xenogears unit conversions.
Oh my goodness.
Because they have. So Charles is a unit of length or a measure of distance, and you're like once you can see your gears, it's like their stat breakdowns are given in these fake units.
Hilarious.
I mean, there is some sort of metric conversion so that you can get from all these things to metric units. So maybe next time or sometime after that, I will bring the conversion table and we can see how much a Charl really is.
That sounds fun.
I might even have that for like reference so we can like calculate.
Oh yeah, I'll compare them to
I think
other
there's
mecha.
like Kelts, Kelts or something. I'll have to look it up.
Oh yeah.
I could Google it, but I'd have more fun researching it later.
Yeah, I want a truce.
Thank God, it didn't want to dry up and die in the desert. Shut up, you sunk our ship. Got a point.
Right. Must be the surgeon.
Right, the nurse. No one? Well, that's depressing.
No, it should be uplifting.
I see.
He actually calculated this tack. Well, Sigurd, I thought you were a woman, but I guess you're not.
No, you're just an extremely pretty man.
Whoa.
Wait a minute, I thought it was going to sink into the sand. Oh well.
Yeah. It's unclear what makes things sink into the sand, or
Plot, I think.
yeah.
I suspect that it's just what needs to happen for the storyline. Yeah, trust will
get us into
trouble.
Hugh. Oh. Uh-oh.
So these two know each other.
It's not a coincidence.
You know, next time I meet someone coincidentally, I'm going to say that line.
It's a good one.
It is an inevitable consequence.
I assume.
I assume. Hugo, are you saying something is about to happen?
I believe something from the gospel. The time.
Yeah.
Oh, no, more jumping.
But this time you get to do it in a gear.
Oh, whoa, we're running around in gears?
Mm-hmm.
That's, oh, whoa.
Featuring a gear-sized save point. I mean memory cube.
Whoa. Override it? Yep. Let's check out Bart's stats.
Yep. So you can use R1 and L1 to switch
He's
characters.
level 9, and his attack is still more than Faye's.
Yeah.
But he does have a weapon.
He does have a.
He has a leather whip.
Yeah.
Leather whip.
So he's got these, and he's wearing a power ring too, which may have something to do with his attack being. Oh no, Faye's wearing a power ring too.
Faye's wearing a power ring too, yeah.
Okay.
His ether is less, his agility is a little bit less, his defense is way more.
Yeah, because he's wearing better armor, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely wearing better armor.
So as for abilities, Wild Smile is his only ether thing, and that reduces enemy accuracy. And that actually is an extremely useful ability for some certain hard boss battles.
Yeah, I can
because
imagine.
it works
in
in gear form too. I wonder if he knows any death blows.
Where does one check that?
I'll show you later. Okay.
So he has a leather G whip.
Yes.
So his gear has a leather whip?
That's right. That's what the gear was attacking with.
Leather?
It's a lot of leather.
Yeah, it's a lot of leather. Old accessories, extra armor. Is that
Yeah.
that extra armor +1?
Yeah.
What's AC?
You can
Alternating
why
current.
don't you go and
Air
find out?
conditioning?
You can, if you hit equip, it will, and like page down, it will describe them. So you don't have any other things, but increases agility in desert.
Because it's air conditioning.
And then the lens cover that negates
Oh,
like
yeah,
Wild's
yeah.
Plow. That old circuit is actually a very good item.
Yeah, it is.
Like, so as far as the gear is concerned, the most important stat is probably response. Because
Is that like speed?
pretty. I don't think it's exactly analogous, but I think response does give you more turns. All right.
Isn't there a button to get out of your gear?
Yes, yes. And so if you hold the two shoulder, I guess we would call them triggers now. Hold the two triggers. There, you're now on foot, and you can run around as these cute little sprites. And then if you hit them again, you'll be back in your gears, and you see like that.
Yeah.
So for instance, in this area, if you wanted to, for instance, have one person on foot so that they could work on death blows and the other in a gear, you could do that just fine. I don't think it's super necessary, but you could.
Yeah, and I don't know. You probably run into a mixture of huge enemies and small ones.
Okay, so let's find out.
I think they're almost all large in this.
This looks like a large enemy.
Yeah, it is, because it's a polygon.
Wow.
0 damage.
Quite a dodge.
Okay.
So I think that you need. Oh, a nomad.
Did
That was nice of him. Yes,
Yeah.
he repaired you.
So I either ether him or maybe
Well,
I
he's
can.
just going to keep healing you.
Yeah.
He's a friendly.
Well, he's not. The thing is, he still has to be defeated. So you can either escape, or
Oh, yeah, where's escape?
there on the left side of the other. There we go.
He's like free XP.
Yeah. But for role playing reasons, you prefer not to attack the guy that's healing you.
healing you randomly, and also because I don't want to run out of fuel
That's also
for
a
role
big
playing
concern.
reasons. So wait, hey Faye, my sensors are responding. I'm supposed to get up there, right? Oh no! Or can I blow through this rock?
Well, wait a second. What if you try and? There we go.
Well, what can we do with this? I doubt you can break it. Oh yeah?
No matter how you look at it.
Come on, giant robots can push a rock. Get over here and help me, Bart. Yeah. See, giant robots can move giant rocks. Boom.
It's a lot of thrust coming from those giant robots.
Uh-oh, the hydromechanic pipe.
The knees in these gears love to break down.
What is it? I'm not gonna tell you. Oh, okay. All right.
You want some?
Let's have it out right here. Oh no.
I don't like you very much.
Get out of here. No, I thought I saw a treasure box.
You sure did.
That thing is a treasure box.
Gold
Gold
nugget.
nugget.
So as you imagine, that will sell for some
Yeah.
G.
Some serious G.
I think it sells for 2,000 gold.
Spending G's.
Yep.
Alright, now what am I fighting? Is this a big thing? Oh, yeah.
So, if I could give you one piece of advice on that, back on that main screen, I would avoid rotating that camera, because with that muddy texture, it's going to be real easy to forget which way you came from.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least take note of which way you should be going.
Ooh, that should. Yeah, there we go.
So you must know a death blower too, Mark.
Yeah.
Turns his leather whip into a chain whip.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never thought about that.
Where he chains the
But you do get pretty serious XP for these battles. 600, that's pretty good.
Yep, and better equipment, better gear.
Yeah. So I guess we're heading kind of west.
Alright, Faye, you can equip. No, I want to equip your gear. That must be under gear.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, we're heading what this chart calls west,
Yeah.
but it looks like north. We're heading southwest. Now we're heading...
I just remember, like, when I was a kid, like, getting in this map and then rotating the camera a lot and getting in a fight and then not remembering which way I was going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can totally see that happening.
I also remember getting lost here for a long time.
Fortunately, I just,
Okay.
you know, I can guide you.
Not here, not there.
So I guess there seems to be nothing much over there.
Nope. It looks like a pit that you could jump in and trigger some sort of problems. Oh, come on. I can get triggered while I'm spinning. Whoa.
The Medusoids.
Charging.
Oh, I can't. There we go.
So you'll notice that you... Well, wait a second. I wonder how much damage that really is.
Good.
Yeah, it is kind of a funny noise.
Whip-oo! Good. Got you before you even dealt anything. Oh, we're leveling up a lot. And we were going this way.
Yeah, that's right. Ah.
Hello.
Hello, friend.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Site 8.
In the southeast. Okay, so that's where we want to go. Southeast.
Yep.
Alright, save point. That's a good sign. Means we're going the right way. Oh, someone living here.
Yeah, you see a little chimney in the smoke.
Yep. So we got to jump
and
out of our
then
gears.
these must be the so-called terrace stones. It's a neat map.
So we must have to get out of our gear to go in there.
Correct. The game isn't very good at cueing you that you can do that, though. And I can imagine getting really confused if you, like,
Yeah.
for instance, didn't have the manual and
Yeah.
they hadn't studied it. Or if you were just an idiot kid like me, who had to look at an FAQ to realize that, how do I get out?
You're so little. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Am I fighting a gear while I'm not geared?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but you can get in your gear though.
How
If you go up twice, you
Call
can
gear?
call gear and get in. But it might be fun to leave one as a.
Yeah, let's see
in
what,
the
let's see what
non-gear.
happens. See if they just if they can just one shot him.
I think that they will ignore him.
Just pretty decent damage to them. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Ah, well, okay. Flash.
I guess that applies to both of them.
Okay. How do you like that? Ha! I took him out.
This guy with his whip is doing more damage than a giant robot's punch.
Yeah. How does that happen?
I don't know. The thing is that, like, later on, I think it gets more balanced, you know?
Yeah.
But,
No. Oh, come on. Don't give me another one. Okay, it wasn't.
no, this screen will, like, explode if you get in a fight.
Whoa. Cool character design on you. You're clearly old. Show you. Young master.
I guess that's it.
Both ride good gears. Why, that's exactly the right guess. Balthazar. Old man ball.
Yep.
Let's not call you that, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Old man ball.
Fossicker, or collector of things. In this here stalactite cavern, huh?
Hmm.
Collector.
I mean, the fossils, yeah. Ancient machines. Mm-hmm. Are you an archaeologist or something? Paleontologist, actually.
Common mistake.
Means there weren't humans then. Yeah.
What about all that talk about evolution?
The ethos?
I kind of enjoy this twist where it's like the ethos who, here it's like the church or the ethos who
Yeah.
like tells you about evolution, but this this guy is a like fossil truther, and he's like, what they have to tell you is might not be accurate. What couldn't last?
Yeah. They ate a forbidden fruit. Okay, that sounds familiar. God drew them out of paradise. Okay.
The giants.
God put down his... They wanted to challenge the god. Uh-oh. Took paradise with... sounds like Cthulhu. Right-hearted humans.
Thanks for that ominous legend, old man.
Anything else you have to tell me?
An accent.
Sand barrier. How do we open it? Hold your horses there, youngins.
Yeah, I do, because of the way they translate it, I do like to imagine him having sort of stereotypical
Old
you
man,
know,
yeah.
like
Old man voice.
old man ball.
Call me old man ball.
Do the reaction of the sand sensor. You
We was fighting.
No. You seem to be able to tell everything.
I have to turn off the sand sensor switches. Say that 10 times fast.
Well, if you make sure to draw it out real slow,
It's not too
shouldn't
fast.
be a problem. Actually, I do like to imagine him because, you know, he's spent so much time like alone and bored in this place. The text speed should be even slower. Like I wish they had done a trick like that. So he's saying that you can upgrade your gears with him,
Oh, okay.
which
So
is neat.
he sells equipment or something?
Yep. He will upgrade and repair your gears and even refuel them, I think.
Okay. Got any parts to sell?
All right, so we get our first gear upgrade screen. So tuning up, so you have four options.
Uh-huh.
The last one, exit, is self-explanatory. The first one, tune up, restores your gears, hit points, and fuel. And the cost you'll pay is determined by how exhausted they are so far.
Right. So tune up would be more for him because
Yeah, and I would wait to do it until you upgrade.
okay.
Because you might have a different like hit point total then. So you can buy accessories, like the extra armors that you saw Bart
Okay.
using.
Okay. Is that it?
So if you want to confirm, then you got to hit X.
I just want to see if there's anything else.
No, that's it.
No, I don't want two of those. What do you have for weapons?
Nothing.
So I don't need one of those because I already have one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't have anything useful.
This is to sell items that you have. Those are not.
And it
worth
sells
very
for
much.
12? No, forget it.
So wait a second. I think there actually is one more option. I think it's in tune up. You can upgrade your
Yeah, I want to upgrade something.
Yeah, it's under tune up. Sorry.
Maybe what about gear functions?
No.
Parts equipped. Okay, let's talk about the engine. Yeah, how do you do it? HP, frame, and defense. When you're fighting a strong enemy, use the booster. Okay, this is all the basics we already know. Okay. Yeah, I want you to sell me some stuff. And I want to, so let's try tune up.
Yeah, tune up. Yeah. So okay. So fuel does refuel. So okay. So
6 output, fuel 1200.
right, and in the bottom right it shows you what you have equipped. So you have 4 output, 1200 fuel, and so that minus 1200 plus 400 indicates that you get the trade-in value of your old equipment.
Okay, so we just did that.
Mm-hmm. So then the frame, you can upgrade Veltal to 2500 hit points.
Oh, that's absolutely useful. Like, there's no... Yeah, we definitely want to do that. And then
as far
what's
as
armor?
The armor, you can upgrade from 3 to 6.
Mobile suit, 6.
Okay, and now you can do...
That's expensive. We'll worry about... What is this frame?
that takes you to 2700.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a ton of money, so that's worth it. And the armor is cheap, too. You'll have to get an
All right,
engine
so,
upgrade
and then
later.
refueling both won't cost that much.
Yes.
and it's only a little bit more for Beltal. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay, great.
Okay, so what we want to do now is go back to that sensor thing we saw, but instead of going back by the path we came by, you go to the top of those rocks. You know, like the so-called cathedral rocks,
Mm-hmm.
And then sort of go by another path to there.
This is kind of a cute little place.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I wouldn't mind living in a place like that, although, well, you know, I guess it would get a little lonely.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say.
as far as the aesthetics of it, I'm okay.
All right, so I need to hop, skip, and jump on the top of these things.
Correct.
Whoops, except that I need to push the different button to run. That's gonna get. So I want to go this way.
Yeah, you want to go up to the top. Aim for the top.
Up, up! It's the only way to go. Whoa, and there's dudes on the ground.
Yep.
I gotta see what it's like to attack one. Oh, they're hard to hit.
Mm-hmm. Well,
With a heavy attack.
yeah. Yeah, right. So the difference between light, medium, and heavy attacks is that the light ones are more likely to connect. That's true of your attacks on foot as well. You probably noticed that already.
Yeah.
Tin rope.
Oh, I just had to see. I had to do it at
Crushed
least
by a
once.
robot punch.
So now we'll see if I can. I'm sure there's a command for get out of gear.
Actually, there is not a command. You can only get in.
Oh,
You can't get out.
so once you're in, you can't get out.
Correct.
What are special options?
You don't have any right now, but that would be the place where, let's just say that your gear's special attacks would go there.
Right.
So
I remember
those are
that.
things that usually get debuted in a flashy cutscene with lots of dialogue in the story, and then once after they happen, you can use them again. So you notice that although you're attack level 1, you can't actually do a combo on these sprites because, like, you know, they're too small. You know, you can only target them with these basic attacks.
It's all you need.
Yeah, you don't really need to do a complicated twist kick against these poor sand people. I mean, sand men.
All right, great. So we're going up here, up and away, right?
I think so.
Did you say it was to the...
move to that direction. I think that's the way. Yeah. Yeah, to your. That's right, because you came in toward the bottom of this.
Yeah, you said it was to the east, right?
Yeah.
According to our compass, we're going straight east.
Right, and now this is the path that went over the last one, but be careful because I think you could fall.
Yeah, I'm certain you can. Does your experience change whether you're in your gear or not?
No.
No, the enemies are exactly the same, but how they central gear.
Please do. Thank you.
Ether machine, special options. All right, yeah, you can't get out. You can only get in.
They get in, but they don't get out.
Reiki.
Right.
Oh wow, that's a ton of damage. Leveling up like nuts here.
Mm-hmm. Then we have another. Okay, so this time we're going east, northeast-ish.
But if I get out of the gear and I go to a new level, I have to go back into the gear to get it back, right?
Well, you could just run around on foot, and you can summon them at any time.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, for instance, there are puzzles in these things, and we'll get to one later, where it's like there's like a small area that you can only traverse on.
Boom. Right. How do you like that? Your biggest enemy taken out right away. Ba-ting, ba-ting.
Kapwing.
Why are they? They should run away. Those fools.
I kind of like the design of this brigand gear. I mean, you can, as a sort of hero suit. I'm not crazy about the white feather. Like, wasn't that like a symbol of cowardice in like World War One? Am I imagining that? No, I think it was. I think it was that. Like you would give like a guy like a white feather to be like, you're like a coward. Like you should be out risking your life on the front.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Don't know.
You're a coward, like Ellie was saying last time.
Yeah, where's Ellie?
I don't know. She's back in space, I'm guessing.
Well, she sort of left to go back to her family. I think.
Yeah.
Was at least what Shitan told her to say.
Oh, that's right. In the forest.
But she's also clearly in the military, so she has to rejoin.
Yeah.
I think she went back to rejoin her military unit, and the sort of spin Satan was going to put on it was that she was going to go back to her family or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they thought it would be too awkward for Faye to realize that she was a military officer. And yet he overheard, apparently.
Boom.
So, what I like to do in these in dungeons like this is, if I can, I will have one character in the gear and one on foot. And the reason why is, first of all, for fuel savings.
Yeah.
But also because you don't train toward learning any death blows if you're fighting in your gear. It's only foot battles that give you enough, that where your attacks add up to learning new death blows.
Right.
So you get the same amount of experience. Now I view that step as strictly optional, but
That sounds useful. Can the Veltal get weapons, or does it always punch?
it always uses martial arts. You kidding? They went with all these great animations,
Yeah.
and you're like not satisfied? Dang.
Like having things to equip. So I'm still going this way, so I would do that by... And then if I run...
So you go into the menu. You can get in one on and one off by going down to gear, and then so you see how he's in walking. At the top of that, it's like get on off. So you would just do it for just one of them.
Oh, okay.
So now you have Faye in his gear and Bart in there, and if you get in, the gear will just magically transport to where where you're at.
And I can still do the big gear jumping.
Yeah. It looks a little silly with the small guy. I guess he's riding in the Veltal's hand or something. I mean, that's what I imagine.
What's going on here?
You're obstructed by the camera angle.
We're back to the start.
No, I think this time you can get to that sensor. Yeah, that's right.
Is it this way?
Yeah, continue to go that way. I think it's over there.
The west, or should I go to the east?
No, go to the west.
The compass is a good feature.
Whoa.
Wow, but
because you can't tilt the camera. If you could tilt the camera, it would be less necessary.
This creature is terrifying.
Yeah, I think it's some sort of plant or something.
But it's a robot that's like got something growing out of it.
Yeah.
I wish that this game had sort of like a bestiary or something, so that you could sort of get some flavor as to what these are.
Yeah, that thing is crazy looking.
I'm gonna get a copy of Perfect Works so that I can quote it and bring in extra information for the commentary. But yes,
Perfect what?
So Perfect Works, it was this Japan-only like art book and like
Oh.
resource guide that the developers made. It's rare, but it's been translated, and so it includes a lot of like extra. I mean, just what this game needed more lore,
Right.
backstory, but maybe it has an explanation for why this looks like such a. Yeah, it has these like bug arms too. God, it's gross. It's like a robot plus a plant plus a bug. It looks like I would like make a salad out of its like the stuff growing out of its head.
May fly. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing good attacks, but it is definitely,
Well, it's reducing your accuracy, I think.
yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, the Velcro hasn't landed any hits. You might try using the
It has
yeah.
one.
Oh, okay.
But when I did the heavy attack, it did 0 for some reason.
I think it. Yeah, maybe it missed. I don't know. Oh, weird. Yeah.
And it's not doing much damage.
You didn't start with the triangle, I think.
Let's try a Repu.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Oh, yeah, that... Oh, no, that didn't rack him.
It just put him in critical.
Well, he does seem to be ignoring fighting the,
Yeah, the enemies at this scale rarely attack the characters on foot. You might want to vary the kinds of attacks. You know, so it's not just number of attacks, but also the variety.
Right, to try and learn combos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing the five lights because it seems to be the most actual damage.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is that enough? Well, okay, that was tough. Bart's giving a little cute thumbs up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's so tiny. An eyeball.
Yep.
Must be
We'll sell for some G. So now, yeah, continue
West.
west, and I think you will find the sensor.
Oops. Go west.
Go west, young man. There you go.
Oh, except I'm always pushing this button instead.
Yeah, you are always pushing it. What's with that?
Great Hall Sand Sensor disengaged.
Great, now you just need to go back the way you came. Or you could hop down to the lower level and go that way. It doesn't really matter.
No, let's go back the way I came. Where is that way? This is the way.
Is it the way?
Yeah. It's the way I came.
Yeah. I got a good feeling.
Yep, see, there's the other gear.
Oh, that's right. Oh, how cool. It remembers that Brigadier was left there. This is the way.
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of gimmicks of, like, the gears magically transporting to wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, this is what I wanted.
Yeah, so now Bart can attack the sand people.
So you
I mean, men.
are going to attack him. Boom. And Bart is going to attack. Nope. You're going to attack him. You're going to go. Good. Nice work. They still
These
only
guys
deal
also do
damage.
pathetic damage.
Yeah. They can deal 1 damage to the giant robot or to the little guy. No, not you. I want you to attack. Yeah, him. Gosh, yeah. Boom! Got him. Now you can just charge the rest of the battle. Because of the fuel, yeah.
That's
Fuel
right.
is a real economy.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! You don't start with a headbutt.
Oh, that heavy attack.
Yep. That looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Leveling up like crazy.
Yeah, the curve works. You tend to level really quickly in this game, but by the end you'll be like level 65 or 70 or something. You know, so they're pretty generous with the levels. Generous. Generous game developer.
Well, that's also, you said, if the levels are like Final Fantasy 1 stats upping randomly.
Well, you can see that on the yeah, they are kind of random like that, like in the FF1 sense, in that you do get random boosts.
And you can't do the combo thing right off the bat, can you?
Right, so it makes sense to open up with a weak attack too, because that will get you to the attack level, but at the minimum fuel.
Right. Tin Robo also doesn't seem to deal much. Boom, boom. I mean, I suppose why would you make something like that out of tin?
Good point. I don't know. So the thing is, like, in this setting, they're always talking about digging up these gears.
Right.
But they also, it seems to be like, oh, it's like Kislev's new model. You know? So there has to be some sort of, like, gear development program that, isn't just digging them up. You know? And the fact that they have these shops. But they never... It's rarely, like, quite adequately explained.
Well, didn't they say whatever there, the Gablev or whatever, have, like...
Gebler?
Geblin have advanced technology?
Yeah, Gebler have advanced... the power that's in
Gebler can do it.
They have it. They have more advanced gears, yeah. So I think that, like, all the powers, like, manufacture their own... Yes, we learned a death blow. I think all the powers can manufacture gears, but, like, the really good stuff comes out of the ruins.
Yeah, I get the idea that, like, the
like,
Ave had some crappy grunt shoes.
Which is like so backwards from, like, how it really ought to work.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
We find this piece of junk, and then we learn how to make something better. You take it apart and learn how to, you know...
They're clearly into the,
I do not like how rotating the camera counts as a step for the purpose of triggering random battles.
I think that actually, it's not quite that, but it's that, like, you're moving around, and on a certain step, it's like in 3 seconds we'll have a battle. So that's why you can stop and it will rotate. But, like, if you were to just completely stand still and then start rotating, you could do, like, and it hadn't set a battle, then you could do that as long as you wanted. In other words, the battle is, like, delayed.
Right.
Delayed from the frame when the RNG says it decides it's going to happen.
Can I one-shot you with a big combo? Yep, I thought so. Whoa,
Wow.
pretty good damage
Actually,
with
that's
them whips.
pretty good
Yeah!
damage, yeah.
Nice.
Ha ha!
Wow.
I mean, don't make them out of tin. Hey, there's another one down there. Oh, that's that guy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the guy that killed me.
the bot who gave you directions.
So, actually, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to switch out who's in the gear and who's not. There. You are going to gear, and you are going to walk. And that's just the way it's going to be. So I don't need to talk to the old man. I just need to go, right?
I think so. The save point is here. I would recommend saving. If you could get there.
I
Let's
probably have
see.
to turn the gear back on to do
No,
that.
no, you can still jump. There it is.
Yeah, but I don't think I can jump that high.
Sure you can.
My little person?
Oh, it's interesting because he's not in the lead, so we can't. We'll just hit the both shoulder buttons then. Ah, too late.
Oh!
But you remember, there's the shortcut
Yeah.
to like quickly get on and off with both. So cute.
Oh, nice! Look at that. Huh? Not so tough, are you now? Medusoids. Okay. Yeah, some of this sort of mechanic of like. There we go.
Yeah, and then the gate you're trying to go to is to the right, or I guess to the south.
Yeah, we want to save. And now we'll go back to what I was just doing a second ago.
Yeah, so the barrier is over there, to the like that thing.
Okay. Maybe I don't just click on it.
Yeah, although I thought it was supposed to have been opened. Are you maybe go in and talk to the old guy?
Yeah, I think that's what I needs to do. He maybe has to like flip a switch or something.
Yeah, or something.
But first,
Well, you can escape if you find the battles tiresome. You can escape.
nah. Oh, it's a healer Medular bot. Will it heal me when I'm not in a? Let's find out.
I don't know. Nope, doesn't do anything.
Like bows at you.
Oh,
That is funny.
Will it heal fuel too? Is the question. Well, I can charge.
he restores hit points but not fuel.
Well, that's useful. He does get hurt.
Physician, heal thyself.
Yeah. Pook. Not much experience though, and no fancy items. Doo-doo. Hey, old man. Old man ball. That's right.
Yeah, I should have known we would. What?
It's on a rock ledge northwest of where my repair robot stands. Okay.
Huh? So there's just one?
I gotta go back.
Oh man. So northwest of where the repair robot is. That's not that
Yeah.
far, I guess. So there were two sand sensors. Sorry, I'd led you astray, or I just forgot.
So I need to go back. How far?
Yeah. Well, actually, either path would work. So, like, if you were to just go, because you came from this path, which was lower down, to your
So
to
should I
the
go
left
back
of
to
the
it there?
screen. Yeah, and I think that's the fastest way to that repair bot. And then we have to go northwest from there, because I don't think we explored that room in full.
You again. See if we can run away. Yeah, good. Spay needs to get out of his gear.
Oh, I like your purple shoes, Frank.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Or pink, maybe someone call them.
I prefer purple, but they're kind of pink purple. They're definitely on the lighter side of purple.
Yeah, so then we got to go to the northwest. This guy.
Okay.
There are two sensors. Yeah, how could I have forgotten that? Northwest of there. Okay.
Okay, so we already did that one.
Yeah.
That was a notification.
Whoa, from what?
You got a new follower.
Oh,
Hey.
cool. followers are like not just people that are tuning in. They're like people that follow it, like on Twitter or something, right?
Following it on Twitch means that they could get a notification when we go live.
Okay. I thought it was something like that.
That's reminding me that the next time I do this, I'll put it on Twitter so that anyone who cares can check it out.
Do you have much of a following?
I have plenty of people who follow me in person, but like, I don't know. I feel like they don't like validate me by like liking and retweeting my posts very much. So, and a lot of it is, I think, probably from like accounts that people have just like given up on, because like I like got a lot of these followers like years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
And so it's like usually just the like normal cast of characters who, comments on my stuff.
I very rarely log in to Twitter myself.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't think I even have an account anymore.
I kind of like Twitter, but I mean, I use it for.
But Twitter doesn't like you.
Well, not as much as I would prefer. But anyway, I think you can do a running jump to that other side.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's got to be it. There we go.
There it is. Push it. Now.
But can you go even higher?
Oh,
Higher
can I?
and higher, baby.
It looks like I can. And by can, I mean am allowed to by the rules of the game.
But not
perhaps...
by your own dexterity.
God damn it.
You're going to fall off now.
Yeah.
This thing again.
But now at least you're both in gears, so you can attack it.
You know, I'm
Attack
going
it
to see
faster.
what this looks like. Oh, he just wild smiles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that. I want to hit you with a big attack.
2.
2? Yeah, the big attack actually seems to always do less damage.
I don't know why that is. Are you just charging?
Yeah. I'm, real concerned about fuel economy here. Okay, so that dealt 0.
Well, then finish up the combo. So very often these monsters will be nearly invulnerable to the first attack, and you have to like hit them with a combo. Although Fate seemed to do well, but I think you didn't upgrade the Brigandier's engine.
Yes, I did.
So its output is not as high.
Let's see how it deals with that.
Yeah, there you go. That's decent.
One damage, yeah. The Brigandier is faster, though.
I think you're right. Yeah. So is it? Are you sure?
I don't know.
I'm gonna start counting their turns. So as far as I know, there isn't any mechanic like the things that you do cause you next turn to come later.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody should get the same turns at the same rate, just based on the response stat when you're in a gear and your agility when you're on foot. So his Brigadier's agility level 9. Veltal agility level 10. So I think Faye is faster.
This should do it.
Woo!
Ah! Yeah, what a weird looking enemy.
It's gross.
Yeah. Now, am I going to completely fail this?
You are.
Damn it. Oh, good.
No more leather.
An iron gear whip.
Yeah.
Yay.
6 more points of attack. Great.
And you are going to move that to that. Actually, you know what else we're going to do? We're going to jump down, because now I need to go back.
Mm-hmm.
And Faye, you're gonna get out of your gear. You're going to.
Yeah, I don't think you need to do any jumps on the way back here. At least not until the next room.
And then I want to go.
Yeah, back toward the
south.
robot. Yeah, southeast.
Running on foot.
Running in the 90s.
I was.
Or is it riding in the 90s? No,
It's running in the 90s. I was watching a pretty funny compilation of Eurobeat Initial D soundtrack and a combination of stupid YouTube videos today.
Sounds like a good way to spend time.
It was funny. There are things like, a floating trash can floating down a river.
I think you have to be in your gear to make that jump.
I think you're right.
Inertia drift. Yeah, I love that. All right.
Huh? Inertial
drift. What is that? What is that line like? I knew it. That freaking idiot's going in way too fast.
Yeah.
He's headed right for that guardrail. Doesn't even know this road.
Huh?
What the? Inertia drift.
He's like, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, right. It's like you're supposedly this ace driver, like someone who's drifting.
What? I've never seen that before.
But I love how it's like inertia drift. It's like, yes, inertia is like a fundamental part of a drift. I think you have to go back in and talk to the
Old fan.
Yeah.
God damn it, old man.
As if inertia isn't like a basic and essential part of a drift.
Whoa. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting to punch that thing down.
Well, Faye is bound up with the dark cruel destiny of God, as they told us last time.
Well, he didn't learn a combo, so. Open up. Okay, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go talk to old man. Old man Ball. Come on, old man Ball. Do. That's nice that we have viewers, though.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, okay, this is what happened.
Oh, he's changed his position.
Just about to open the sand barrier. Yeah, these sort of weird graphics, like, they seem so clunky today.
Well, even at the time, they were not absolutely the best.
Yeah.
But the thing is that this game has got so much damn content, that I kind of really have to hand it to them.
Yeah, they had to prioritize.
Yeah, because like there's so many environments in this game, and when you consider that the tech to just do these things in 3D was like really recent.
Yeah. What is it? The God Gear. Such a gear would have the power of 1,000 gears.
Nah, that's totally a legend. No way that could happen.
No, it's not real. The Omni Gear.
Speaking of the Omni Gear, you know of it?
Battle with God.
So we've had Destroy God, Resurrect God,
Had a battle with God.
Past battle with God. They don't really exist.
Yeah, right.
You're being very literal, aren't you? They're just meant to inspire people.
Hey, wait.
He's gonna go look at our gears. You gonna just jump in one?
Yes. I think that's what I've heard. What are the gears we're using?
Yeah, right. What are the chances of that happening?
Only a few hundred years old.
Man, I excavated this like 18th century
Yeah.
this 18th century carriage recently. Steam powered carriage. Again with the no records.
Nope. Ethos controls records.
What is that emote?
I don't know. emotes are.
Hi-yo.
What do you make of the old man? I don't know.
Hi-yo to you.
Why would he live in an abandoned cave?
Well, his name is Balthazar.
Yeah, he might be like maybe one of 3 particularly wise men.
It's just possible. We only had exactly the same thing happen 3 years before in Chrono Trigger.
Right.
So if we meet a Gaspar and Melchior, we'll have that theory confirmed.
I mean, there's a lot of religious symbolism already.
This can't be.
Those are the traditional, canonical names for the 3 kings who went to see.
Is this your gear? No, it's somebody else's.
Yeah, I found it.
Well, sort of.
It's the gear that chose me.
I'm just borrowing it.
From God.
Yeah, from Kislev.
Is this
What?
The
host
or
or the
spirit
slayer
of the Slayer of God. Wait a minute, what did you just say?
No,
Nothing.
no, I didn't say nothing.
Never mind.
Hey, just like that old guy who said that evil guy that said he was going to train me for killing God. Your gears are fixed.
This is a bad time for me.
Just like on your bicycle.
I'm like really busy.
Just like on your bicycle, your gears are fixed.
Listen here, old man.
No, I'm busy. Living alone.
Kicks him out.
I got some important stuffs to be doing.
Yeah, right. What could possibly be more important?
Can we just, walk out without further explanation?
He didn't want to tell him
Host
anything.
For the Slayer of God? Is that what you said?
No.
Okay, I guess we'll be on our way.
Wait, no, I want to get off the gear.
Don't we all?
Do.
All right. Now I think this next part.
Ooh, is there a little train over here?
I think that you see that glowing thing.
Yeah. I want to go touch that glowing thing. It looks
Yeah.
like a little car that you get in as a person.
That's precisely what.
Ah, this thing again. Okay, you are just gonna do this, and then you're gonna kick combo.
Oh, he recharged the gear's fuel, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he must have. That was nice of him.
Right, because he was like looking at them.
That's
so,
right.
Oh, he had enough time to give Veltal a little more gas before realizing this is the gear, the host of the Slayer of God.
That was when he noticed.
He was
it.
just like on autopilot, filling it, putting the thing in the gas tank. It's actually unclear what kind of fuel they use.
Yeah, solid fuel, maybe. Who knows?
I don't think they ever really say. Because ships like the Xenogears will have like reactors, which makes me think that it's nuclear, but not the gears. Wait a minute. Oh, there's something about generators and shit. Oh man, I forgot about this point of the lore. But yeah, they use some sort of fuel, but I don't know what kind of what form it comes in.
Ah, this thing is so freaky. Alright, they're at least hitting. Punch, punch.
Beat serpent.
Yeah, this thing's tough. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's got a lot of... Somehow I don't think Raging's gonna do much either. We'll try it.
Yeah, headbutt that giant thing.
Right.
Knocked him over.
God, that would hurt so much.
Yeah.
You would be just headbutt that metal leg. Ugh. This thing must weigh several tons.
Beat Serpent. Make sure your attack is easy to say. Is this gonna do anything?
You can try it.
I am gonna try it, even though it's not nearly as cool as the way it looks. Oh, okay, yeah.
Actually, worked pretty well.
Yeah, deal more damage than... But that doesn't help you learn combos either, does it?
Correct, it does not. I think it's...
Go down!
Last legs. There we go.
Yeah, leveling up like mad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and once you get 3 party members, you'll level up less quickly. Of course we want to get on the gondola.
Yeah. What's on the other side?
That's the perfect way to go and activate something else, and then go back. But it's neat because it sort of shows you the whole. The turning camera shows you the whole.
Yeah, the whole
environment.
room. Do I need to push this button? Currently, the main power's off. Yeah, let's turn it on.
Main screen turn on.
Main screen turn on.
What?
Somebody set us up the bomb.
Showing our age here, folks.
Oh, I love that. I love that bit though.
How are you, gentlemen?
Ha ha ha.
You have no chance to survive. Make your time. God, that Zero Wing. That must be from the early 2000s, isn't it?
That game?
Yeah. No, I mean the meme.
The meme. Yeah, the meme.
So
and
we
the
want to
game
get on the
are
other
different
on that thing. And
Is
go
there another
down,
gondola?
Yeah. No, I think we just
Wow!
go down, and then head for the save point that we saw over here,
Where did we see it?
across the Gulf. So to your south.
To my south.
Yeah.
Whoa. Let's not be hasty here.
I think you want to get both in your gears.
Yeah.
I forget exactly how this part works.
Oh, not more you chumps. I wish I could get out of my gear to fight you.
But that was nice of Ball to refill your fuel and
true.
recharge your hit points for free this time.
One-time offer, I imagine.
Yeah, well, told you to get lost after discovering that your gear was the
Yes.
host for the spirit of the Slayer of God.
Boom. Oh, I thought that was gonna kill it.
Fuel refill normally costs like 10 G, and you're getting hundreds from every battle. So.
Right.
See a powerful attack. Boom. Well, we always like when old man Ball will at least show us a little bit of change, right? Old man Ball.
Yeah, so this is how you came down.
Right.
That thing on the left. So you want to go across the Gulf, yeah. Like to your south.
Yeah, but I can't fucking see.
So rotate the camera.
So I want to jump across there.
Hey.
Okay. Now we can save at the point.
I really want to operate a bar called the Save Point.
That would be a good name for a bar, wouldn't it?
But like, contrary to like expectation, it won't like have any games. Be like, oh, we're like too cool for that now. Just kidding.
You so freaky. Okay, that does some damage. Yeah, this is definitely the creepiest looking enemy we've seen in this game so far. Hands down.
This actually, I will say that this game does have some pretty good, like themes and designs for its enemies. Like this one is definitely weird looking, but there are others that come to mind as like, actually like really messed up. I guess most of them see in the storyline.
We'll find out.
But there is this sort of like kind of slight horror element that comes into the game at a certain point.
Yeah, the sewers of a certain place.
Yeah, right. I hope we're not spoiling anything, Frank, by indicating that this 32-bit role-playing game has a sewer level at some point.
No, not at all. I don't consider that a spoiler. There we go. Took care of that. And more eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have a lot of money when we get somewhere.
Yep. I think you need to hit
I
that light.
Whoa!
Whoa, okay.
Okay, typical sort of like, we've seen this sort of underground base elevator like that.
Yeah, it's a lot like the one in Metal Gear Solid, actually.
Yeah, they have slidey things like that. No. And lots of IPs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I might be needing to call gear. Because that looks big and menacing and mechanical.
I want you to remember the design of this robot. It may come in handy, like, in about 40 hours.
In about 40 hours?
Yeah. So yeah, you can get in your gears with the right buttons, right shoulder
I'm
buttons.
gonna have to.
Or not the right shoulder buttons.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, here it
R2
comes.
and R2.
It's still flying around.
Big.
It is a big. You're not doing much. Calamity. Hey, funnels. Oh, no,
Or
missiles.
bits. Yeah, no, I think they are missiles.
They're missiles. Whoa! Okay, we got a fight on our hands here.
Yeah.
Let's try a combo.
Use the boost.
I might. First, I'm going to use a chi attack. I think I'm going to have Bart boost. Bart boost!
Bart's Wild Smile also is may be useful to reduce the enemy's accuracy.
Yeah, because those hits actually hit for a decent amount. So you are going to... Oh, you can only do it to yourself?
And that restores defense. It's worthless here.
Let's see how worthless this is. It's
Worthless.
super worthless. Accuracy and evasion down. Whoa! Oh, so Calamity's the name of the suit.
Yes, and Faye was able to dodge.
Cool.
So at 24 fuel a turn, it's basically like you did between a medium and a heavy attack every time.
Haha, wow, you're not doing so hot, are you? He's still not hunching down yet, though.
Nope.
Alright, this is this thing that actually deals damage. Because I
Well,
imagine...
the punches do.
There aren't really items that we have that'll cure gears right now, do we?
No. And when you think about it, that wouldn't make much sense. You know, I guess if it was like nanites or something.
Yeah, maybe.
But I'm saying that. But this game even has nano machines at some point, and like they never give you items that heal gears. Like so, healing gears is like the tough part. you can very rarely do it in battle. And you see that how they replaced Faye's chi ability of like healing himself with like restore gear defense.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Which kind of makes sense, you know, like how exactly are you going to heal this machine?
Okay, so that's better damage. This seems to be doing 0 though.
Oh, nice.
I think that
Looks
is
flashy.
that. I think that is that wild smile. It's letting you dodge all of those. The beat serpent. I'm gonna guess that was something from Japan.
Yeah, maybe. You're gonna need to stop boosting, Bart. So wait, I can go to booster and turn it off, right? Oh no, this is the heavy hitter. But will it miss? Nope.
So he can probably take one more hit before he's down.
Right. Calamity does not seem to be in his, like, weak spot, though.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how they get,
Oh
like,
yeah, they'd have a different pose.
how much does this deal? 0. You're gonna need to stop boosting, too. Yikes. How much is that dealing? Okay, it's at least in the hundreds still. This thing is friggin' wrecking us.
Actually, speaking of healing, enemies in this game seem to be able to heal much easier than you. But this guy has no way of healing. So you know, just keep on dishing out the damage.
I'm gonna start charging at some point.
Well, I wouldn't do it until you get down to like 0.
Right.
'Cause otherwise, you're just wasting turns.
That's the one that tends to hit.
Mm-hmm. But Faye can take what? 3 more of those, and Bart can take 1 more of those. We know for sure.
Yeah. As long as he keeps doing this, it seems to continually do nothing.
Yeah. Wishing you had upgraded Bart's engine right about now?
Yeah. Well, I didn't have enough money.
Sure you did. You just wanted to save some.
No, I didn't have enough for the first to get him all the upgrades. I could have done his engine, but not his other things. And hit points was the most important thing.
Fuel.
Well, you're down to 100, so it's like once you're under 10%.
Oh no! Nice. I was worried he was going to go into. He didn't go into a. I'm in weakened state.
What an idiot!
Trying to scare. Oh show no, all show. Whoa, that's a lot of dots, not just 3. First, let's drag this gear for parts.
Uh-oh.
Moron.
Oh, violence off screen.
Move the camera so we don't have to animate it. What the?
Uh-oh. Are you going to use some superpower you didn't know or didn't want to?
Get out of the way, Bart.
Get out of the way. I'm about to use... Oh, we don't get to scrap it for parts.
I think you might get something. Actually, do you get any experience for this fight? I forget.
Oh. Hey.
Huh?
I really don't. I'm guessing he's gonna say, nope, yep, no, I...
No, I
don't know. It responded to my emotions. Probably.
Oh well, guess it doesn't matter. And it won't be important in the future either.
Never. No, not important.
Yeah, I guess you don't get any experience for that battle. Right?
I don't know. Let's see.
No. I think it just...
We'll know in a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, cat.
Yeah, you don't. Or else we were talking and you skipped it. Or
No, I don't think we got any.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Oh well. Maybe because the final kill was stolen from us. Who knows?
So the gears are still going to be all banged up, right?
That's correct. But I don't think you had that far to go.
Oh, and I shouldn't get out of them because then I can't make these jumps.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get up there? This
Yeah,
way?
I think that's it. And there we are. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Get out! I like this little screen to see the two screens because this one's on a little delay.
Mm-hmm.
And the graphics actually look better on the small screen.
Mm-hmm. Never thought we'd end up here. Oh, you can see Bledavik in the distance.
Yes.
That's where Bledavik, the royal capital of Ava, in
Fatima
Fatima
Castle.
Castle. My old hometown before I became a sand pirate. Aww.
Plus, we're out of fuel. Stop looking so glum, chum.
You'll die from fretting or something.
The Yggdrasil.
Yes, the Yggdrasil. Or Yggdrasil, however you care to say it.
A lot of ships named that. I mean, it's a common name for ships and in a lot of fancy
it's so
settings.
cool.
Doc, can you give me something for this chronic pain?
Not the kind that comes from the heart. We apologize for that earlier incident.
Master Bartholomew. Hell no. Everything shall your... Oh. Sigurd. If you can't tell, I'm a hero.
So speaking of Sigurd's character design, you can't see it very well in the sprite, but I believe in the official art, he's actually wearing a crop top.
We'll have to try and get a good look at that later.
Yes. It is well made and comfortable.
What is wrong? You look down. Oh, I didn't mean you were looking down. I meant...
Doc, what do you know about the Slayer? Never mind.
You wouldn't tell me anyways.
May I take control? For
Yeah.
show you
I'm
something?
gonna beer up.
All right. So we're in the hangar of the Yggdrasil.
Oh, nice. So you can go look at
That's right.
Actually look at your gears.
Yeah, we can. And so I'm going to go here, and it will zoom in, and we can get this helpful guy will tell us the breakdown. All right, so let us view the gear from here.
And we can hear the lowdown.
Yeah, totally.
So that's from the back.
Yeah, from the back, and then from the front.
This is
we have
this is pretty fun.
gorgeous shot. Adds nothing to the story, but it's just
Yeah,
it's just
and
tight.
it lets you give a look at what
Yeah.
you're working
And finally, let's hear the lowdown on
Grab,
the gear.
grab me one too.
Me 3, please.
on. Alright.
The lowdown on the gear Veltal.
You guys all want moons or ribbons?
I'll take a ribbon, please.
Yeah, same. Ah, yes, cons.
All right, height 16.3 Charles, base weight 17.8 cons, full weight 22.7 cons.
Is that?
When
I wonder if
fully
that
equipped.
continues being updated as you equip things.
I believe the full weight. I don't think so. I think this is they just printed this text.
Like the weight changes if you can equip.
Well, they give you a base weight and the full weight, which perhaps means when its fuel tanks are full, and it's got all its armor on and stuff. Maybe I don't really know. A well-balanced gear in offensive, defensive, and ether abilities, but it has some parts that cannot be disassembled. I guess you can call them black boxes. They don't cause problems in maintenance, but they just get on my mind every time that I see them. Well, thank you for that enigmatic note about the Veltal.
Thank you.
All right, and now let's take a look at the Brigadier.
And certainly these other slots will never be filled with your other party.
Well, Bart's team on the Yggdrasil has plenty of other gears, but they're not here for whatever reason. So let's actually view the gear from the front, because I want to show off the feature that it actually has. You can't quite see it well, but it actually is wearing an eye patch.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
See?
really?
Yeah. You notice that about the face?
Mm-hmm.
It's subtle, but it's there. And let's hear the lowdown on the gear. This is Brigadier, our boss, the Young Master's gear. Height 17 Charles, base weight 13.9, full weight 18.6. So Veltal is heavier. It is specially tuned for desert battles. The power of the other thrusters and legs are especially worthy of attention. Oh, and the eye patch and feather decorations were added later at the Young Master's request.
Of course. It looks heavier than
We didn't
Veltal.
know when the Young Master said, destroy one sensor and put an eye patch over it without weakening the ability to reconnoiter. Nice. Oh, wait, I wonder what this guy has to say. There's another tech back here. Want to rename this gear?
Oh, really?
Whoa!
No, I don't think I'd like to
No,
rename
no.
it. Yeah, but you can rename your gears.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh no! Confucius says my eyes have magnetized a secret admirer.
Too bad you're married.
Yeah, that's what the fortune was.
All right. So then I'll just give you a little tour. So we're here in the gear dock, and so we can go to the gear shop. And we can have more options for tuning up in here.
Oh,
I
nice.
Think, I don't think it's really necessary to do this now, so I prefer to skip it.
We might need to upgrade the engine on.
Yeah.
Well,
The gear with the slender build withstood Brigadier's rod?
Rod?
What? You mean whip?
yeah.
Maitreya admired your dive technique. I hear your zoom technique is flawless. Do you think you can train me on my next watch? Well, that's nice of you. Did you see this month's edition of Gear Fan Magazine? They say hovering is all the rage right now. What do you want to do with your gear? Well, let's just see what upgrades are available. So
Yeah.
we have two. Well, first of all, let's restore the hit points and fuel.
Let's see what we got for engine.
Oh, and this is better.
Z9.
So we want it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. But he has less frame options, but he has a better armor option. Shall I just upgrade everything?
I think so, yeah. I think that's a good use of our
Okay.
money.
Oh, I should have waited to do that. I'd save 30 hit points. Yes, 9 output. Oh,
Yeah,
20.
yeah, definitely.
And
And you can get another from. So you can.
Yeah.
So even though it's experimental, like military tech from a foreign nation, we can still get upgrades
yeah,
for it.
right.
Yeah.
So equipping your gears is by far the most. Oh wait, they probably have some parts here that I want to look at. So equipping your gears is by far the biggest expense in the game.
Okay.
So what you can do later on is maybe do such things as strategically skipping an upgrade cycle and then getting some more. But let's just look at what they have. We have a Snapper G-Whip, which gives him 2. That's 2,000 gold. I think it's fine to not upgrade
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Considering we only
But
have
let's just take a look at
2,700.
now we have some
Oh,
parts.
all this stuff.
So we have response circuit, defense circuit, C circuit, magnetic coat, lens coat, engine coat.
Ooh, magnetic gear coating. I definitely need that.
Yeah, and it
Just-
increases the response. Which
Of
is,
course.
Which is
Of course, it increases. Otherwise, your suit's not going to be able to keep up with your new type reflexes.
Oh, is the
That's
magnetic
something
coat
they
from Gundam?
Yeah, magnetic coating is totally from Gundam.
Oh, really? Nice.
In the original Gundam, yeah, they upgrade the Gundam for Amuro so it can keep up with his reflexes.
Neat. Okay, so we have this protects engine status effects. This protects fuel from fuel leaks, which is an extremely annoying effect.
Mm-hmm.
This prevents armor loss, prevents slow status. So you can see that these
They're expensive, yeah.
yeah, they're expensive, but these last 5 things prevent annoying statuses. So once you get more money, it's probably a good idea
Right.
to get maybe 1 or 2 of each, so that like if you know, well, like maybe you're in a you can have your team have like some protection, or
Against
for
statuses.
instance, if you go into a boss battle where you get creamed, you can like equip them. I think we will just leave this be for now.
Yeah, we'll save money for now.
All right, so now that we're done here, come again. So now that we're done here, let's take a quick tour of the Yggdrasil. So this is like one of these things where it's like you should be sort of in gear scale, so your human characters can run incredibly quick.
Yeah.
So let's just take a look on the other side.
Because they're teeny tiny.
Yeah. So we have all these, I think they might even call them paddocks. No, that's later. That's for a different place. So, yeah, the room is this big. And, I imagine that in the flavor, like, they get catapulted out of there. Where does this go? Nowhere.
How many people can you have in your party at a time? Can you have like 4 or 5? Or
You
is it
can,
max
you
out
can only
3?
have 3 in
Uh-huh.
your party. And, like, if you look at how the, battle... Oh, ooh, I went into that screen by accident. If you look at how the battle screens are set up next time, you'll see that they couldn't safely, like, they couldn't really display more
Yeah,
than 3
yeah,
characters'
that makes sense.
information at once. Nor would it be balanced, really. It would be cool to have 3 on foot and 3 in gears, but they're not going to, just
Yeah.
like a classic RPG, they make you change it. Let's see.
I'm hoping we have some characters who are like really shitty on foot but have badass gears.
Congratulations.
Or vice versa.
That's exactly what we get.
Or certain characters that are like
All right, so we
awesome
have
on
a-
foot but not very good in their gear.
So we have somebody's room here.
Someone has a stuffed penguin in their room.
Mm-hmm. We'll be going to that room much later. So let's chat with the crew of the Yggdrasil. This is where we rest. Do you want to rest too? No thanks. See you later.
Okay. There.
Alright,
That guy definitely looks like he's resting.
It's like reading a magazine.
He's reading a book. Yeah, he's reading something.
Alright, so then this guy.
You don't say.
That's a very sweet thing to say.
Hmm. Do.
Helen, so courageous, so moving. Some
He's reading a book, yeah.
Or some magazine about a magazine idol or something.
Yeah. There's a bunch of
A
pictures
very
there.
card collection. I'm having a difficult time collecting them all.
Yeah, a lot of pictures up there. Even in this itty
Just
bitty.
just these subtle details that get me. You know, this sort of set dressing is very nice. We're almost at the base. Finally, we can rest.
Wait,
you know what I
I
realized?
thought they were resting.
Oh, and there's like that child's drawing on the wall.
Mhm.
You know, I just realized that we forgot to talk to, well, this guy. Why am I here? Can't we put that behind us? It's not like I'm being made to stand here as punishment for not obeying lights out or anything like that, is it?
Ah, You'll look
Might
for
get- But there's a guy on the other side who I think we forgot to talk to as well.
Oh. Hey, John.
Yeah, this is the one.
Welcome
Just
to
or
the
at least to
stream.
the hall. Oh, that's it. Come on.
That's not good dialogue enough to go back.
The guy on the other side had,
Yeah.
had something entertaining to
He
say.
had a lot of things to say. He was interesting.
It's not like I'm a screw up. All right, and then we have the nurse's office. How do you do? So come by sometime. My first impression was excellent. Oh, we can weigh people. Yeah, let's
Oh,
see.
nice.
Well, I mean, they'll just perfect weight.
Perfect weight. Good.
So you actually can do things in this game that will increase and decrease your weight.
That's hilarious.
And the higher weight you are, the stronger you attack, but the slower you are,
Oh.
and vice versa. In that if you're really lightweight, you'll be fast but not that powerful.
You won't hit as hard.
Is this wound for the battle, you ask? No, I fell off the bed next door.
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder where they want us to go first. Let's see. Why am I here? Well, never mind that. It's not like I'm hiding the fact that I broke the wall.
Huh.
To the gun room or go down the stairs to the engine room. Well, let's go there first. Okay, save point.
And this is the gun room?
So this is
Wait.
this is the gun room. This neat table and these cool guns on the wall. Nice decorations, and look, you have a little bar with Mason hanging out there. I hope you're not too taken back.
These two barber.
All right, and we can buy, and he can
Okay.
open up a shop.
Maybe we can sell some of our loot.
Yeah, let's try and sell some of this junk.
Sell some eyeballs.
There were 200 apiece,
And the
we'll
gold
sell that
nugget.
gold nugget. The rest of it has pretty crappy values. Yeah, so that's $2,800. That will give us an accessory. We don't have any weapons or accessories. I guess we can. We'll just leave it. Nah, we're done here.
Yeah, that's all we did.
Yeah.
But he sells stuff though too.
Yeah, we just did.
Oh,
He didn't sell anything we want to buy. Yeah,
I
you
hope
can,
I can be of service again.
yeah, you
Thanks
can
for
make me a
the
drink.
sign. Yeah, right. All right, so we have two rooms down here. I think they are empty.
Yeah, really interesting like details on these rooms though.
Oh yeah.
They're all well furnished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like, look, it's a picture of the ship.
Yeah,
And then we have clothes.
and a picture of one of those stalagmite caverns.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was wondering what it was. Okay, and then we have the this kind of hard to see hallway goes to the engine room. And so, once again, final checks. Every second counts. The young master forever.
that's how they lost their eyes.
Yeah,
That's
that's what it
the idea.
sounds like. Yep. Something went wrong with the reactor, and Xiaoyo jumped in.
All right, let's talk to our cranky chief engineer. Amateurs don't belong here, so get lost. Nobody touches the machine here. Oh, young master.
The coil break of the toroid has cooled down.
Yeah, toroid. Isn't that from like a fusion reactor or something?
I mean, it's a shape.
Yeah, so it's like a donut, right?
It's referring to like a donut-y shape, but I don't know enough about.
I think that this thing does have a nuclear reactor in it.
What is that?
Oh, it's
No,
a
it's a dog.
it's a dog,
It's
yeah.
a dog. So they let a dog near the nuclear reactor.
But not humans, yes. But he must be the ship's. He must be the
Ship mascot, yeah.
or the engineer owns the dog or something. And it's sure it's like. I'm gonna skip the save point because I think we'll.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be some story stuff, and
Yeah.
then...
And then another chance to save. Here, you go ahead.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're approaching a dire battle at any time. Although, who knows?
Okay, so to your right is a ladder, actually. But if you try and climb it, you'll get a funny, I think, message.
Wait, so I want to go in here?
That's where you came from. You want to go to this one with the... Pardon me.
You're pardoned. Okay.
All right, so now you
Sigurd,
can,
what
talk
do
to
have
you can talk to the bridge crew.
Oh, I guess
Or not.
I talked to the wrong one.
Yeah, you talked to him too quick.
Oh, I didn't know who I should talk to.
But I think it'll probably take you back there. Or maybe not, who knows.
Classic overworld here.
Yeah.
It's a very Final
Okay,
Fantasy
so you're
VII
going to
look.
the... Well, it is on the PlayStation and
Yeah.
Polygonal.
Yeah, exactly. From the same era.
Oh, real subtle hideout part.
Well, this ship is so friggin' big. Yeah, it's like... I don't know how you would hide it except submerging. In sand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a nice polygon cutscene. So you know how big the Yggdrasil is. So we have this even bigger.
An even bigger dock.
Even bigger dock. Oh, I'm such a sucker for this stuff.
So, yes, the Yggdrasil dock is inside that submarine. So this dock has got to be insane.
Mm-hmm. So then that goes around to that tower where the, you know, which is like right above the bridge.
Ba-dunk.
Fighting the snow.
We can make Jurassic Park with it. I like how.
I wonder if he stole that from Old Man Bell.
I like how it makes the
He's
sound.
a pirate after all.
It makes the sound that like of getting an item.
Getting an item
when
when
he
you
talks
give
to
when
the
you
kids.
give when the kids get the item. Yes, yeah, it's kind of cute. Why don't you go have some tea with Old Maison?
House.
Walk this way.
Definitely some bizarre technology in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Nope.
Walk this way. No. Door I can't enter. Oh, I can. Nice! What are you guys doing? They fled Ava, okay.
Sniff, sniff.
I don't think you can talk to the guys in the back row though.
Well, I don't know what they're operating.
I think you'll find out later. So that actually leads outside.
That door here?
No, the one with the long gangway. I think. Oh no, I forget. That's what I thought.
Okay. Do running kids actually talk? No.
I think so. Which bed's better?
Wait a minute. I want to see if I can do this. Oh! What the hell? I think I might have been out of bounds for a little bit there. I just want to get up and talk to this dude reading a magazine. No! Alright, well, there we go. Oh.
Everybody seems to be talking about this helm. Oh, you missed the message because you like left too quickly. I'm reading. Beat it.
He's like, how dare you find out my true feelings about Helen? She's a fictitious character. And I have a crush on her, and I'm not ashamed.
Well, I don't know if she's...
Well, he is ashamed of it.
I don't know who this Helen is.
I assume she's a fictitious character in a book, but... No! I guess I'm gonna get some hit points back. If you want to rest, just let me know. Okay, great. What does this guy have to say? Injury is so pathetic.
Ow. Spoken just like a lousy doctor.
Yeah, right. So this is where he walked, right?
I think that goes outside. I think that's where you want to go. Don't quote me on it, I believe.
Well, let's find out.
Yes.
There we go. I didn't follow him right away. This is the dining hall.
I'm sorry, it is so good. The stuffy butler.
Yeah. Looks like a coffee pot.
The size of his torso.
How famous is your tea?
Well,
I'm
unlike,
sure he's into
unlike
us.
many things that were called tea in English localizations from the late 90s, this one actually does look like tea.
This is actually tea, yeah.
It's like obviously a bottle of sake, like, oh, this tea. For whatever reason, this tea is making me blush and act weird.
You mean... Yeah, that one.
No, I'm just a silly old fool who talks too much. He does have a certain bearing.
He wouldn't perhaps be runaway royalty, would he? Wow, what a surprise.
Yes, before Shakan took over.
Bartholomew of Fatima.
Edbart IV's successor.
Edbart! Edbart's a good one. Well, that was bullshit. And why is he a pirate? ... Yeah, what else for? What else do you raise a prince in secret for? Well, yes.
But there is a reason for that.
We have to pirate some specific underground technology. Combined strength, yep. You need some gears, man. You need the God gear.
Mm-hmm.
The Omni gear.
That's right.
If we find the Omni gear. This is some neat graphics here.
Yeah, it's cool. I like how they sometimes cut to these to show like what would be kind of too tough to show with polygons.
Mm-hmm.
And the pirate. Wow, again with the piracy. Don't you think piracy's cool?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it is like sort of threatening people. And
people, yeah.
Let's see.
That's right.
Right.
Of course pillaging is an unpardonable act.
But, you know...
However, for Ignas to continue like this... yeah, well, I guess it is pardonable.
The greater good and all
Well, they may have just tried to kill them, but, you know, they were coming from the right place, so that
Right.
counts for something. The famous telekinetic teacup.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they didn't want to animate a sprite
Right.
graphic just for taking a sip.
With Miss Margie imprisoned.
She's the great Mother Margarita of Nissan. Fatima Jasper. My good doctor, you do know an awful lot.
Yeah, well, I didn't go to medical school for all those years. It's bitter.
I just can't reach it.
Could it be a gear? What about combining?
Shaolin and Wu Tang, with these two styles combined. Yeah, way to just spill it, Satan.
Yeah, right.
I mean...
So, we need to go rescue her, right?
That's a terribly realistic scenario.
Well, I haven't the foggiest. It couldn't possibly be a gear.
Classic RPG move of overhearing a conversation from outside.
From a really long ways away.
Way outside the room. The gears. Don't they call steroids like gear?
I don't know. I don't know enough about that sort of slang. I always thought they called it like juice. Like if you're juicing.
It shows you how cool we are, viewers, that we like don't know.
The right terms for drugs.
Right. Very innocent boys.
It's a gear. Something like that Omni gear that we were talking about. Picture scrolls. Yeah, I'm interested. Faye's like, I'm totally thrown into this nonsense. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't care about killing God or any of this nonsense.
Well, you're never gonna know it now.
You're a Kislev soldier.
Yeah. So that's what was kind of nice. Is like they have people from the north and south fighting on the same side in this,
Yeah.
hot-blooded desert army, or of Bart and his pirate gang.
Hey, Granny.
Oh, how cute.
Be friends with him. Ah, sure.
Oh, Fitch.
I'm not surprised.
And we'll do that by attacking people.
Right. Oh, there he is. Hey, that just worked out.
I love it how like they make you think that like she's like this like innocent or she's this orphan. Where are my presents?
Wow! His pirate dress-up kit.
Maybe shopping will perk you up.
What do you got? Probably nothing I want.
I don't think it's changed from what Maison had.
Whoa.
So these
Whoa,
stars.
there's an Omega Soul!
So that restores your hit points and EP to full, but you can only use it outside of battle.
Oh, okay.
That's why it looks
why
so
it's so
good,
cheap.
but that's why it's so cheap, yeah. So these allow you to, these stars allow you to manipulate the elements. I don't think they're that good.
Yeah, then they don't look like they're really worth it. Let's see what we got for accessories. You look tired.
The QVC story.
Whoa, she even sells gear parts? She sells
She's
everything.
a really talented lady. Guardian ring.
Okay, this is nothing good.
Yeah, it's nothing that amazing. And I'm sure the gear parts are the same
Yeah,
ones that were on,
yeah,
on the
yeah.
Gazelle.
That sounds absolutely
True to form.
Yep. So now
So that
we
planning
need to
room was
go-
where you were chatting with those guys, and well, wait a second. Maybe you want to take a look in that
Is there a
room here.
note on the door there?
My room. Enter and
Enter and
die,
die.
Bart.
Yeah. Aha! I'm entering and taking your treasure, pal. Enter and die. Boy and a girl? Probably his sister.
Or his cousin.
Or his cousin,
is his
Marguerite.
cousin.
Well, that's cute. Can I jump on his bed? Oh, yeah. Ha ha.
That's right. Bust out those springs.
Jump on your desk and we'll read your lantern, too. I guess I can't do that. He clearly looks at himself in that mirror a lot.
Though it seems like kind of far back.
Okay, so the room...
Yeah, this was the planning room.
Do, 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 do. Beep, 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 beep.
So just like in the Leiji Matsumoto comic, they have the like floor display.
Hmm.
It's helpful for when you're charting star systems or something, so you can look really, really cool while you're doing it.
Look down. Okay, so this is the scroll. Yes.
As you can see, art has progressed a lot in the last 500 years. Body cloaked in flame, making a blood oath with giants.
Well, normally, yeah.
You know, I think that's a little bit weak. Like, how could all records get controlled by just one organization?
Yeah,
like you're telling me that like, you know, people would be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll give up like all my family's records, you know, mementos
No
of like
way.
all my
Yeah,
ancestors.
yeah.
Like, you're kidding me.
So it's absolutely a gear. You sure know a lot.
Just
kidding.
Nothing like gently kidding with someone by accusing them of being a spy.
Oh, so Gebler wants it too. He's like, oh shit. I knew that would be our next mission.
Mm-hmm. You helped us? How exactly did Bart
You-
help? I guess
yeah.
they did attack the ship that they were on.
How about it? It's not much, James.
You really got to charge a little bit more than that, Doc.
Right. Yeah.
Stalactite?
Why does everyone want to make me fight? Because you're a mecha pilot.
Oh, the angst.
That's right.
I don't have any power.
Graft, yep.
Well, that's for damn sure.
I don't have time to help you out with your problems. I got enough of my own.
Someone needs to slap him.
That's right. That's what I was thinking. He just needs to be slapped.
Even my you hit me. Even my own father. Wait, I don't remember that.
Yay! Let's go. Oh, great.
Hey, boy. That's a good kid. Even little kids are getting into the world of gears. Oh, and hopefully that removed the option to get out of there.
Oh yeah, and I'm on the world map.
Yeah, you can go to the overworld though. I don't think you can really do much of
Bart's lair.
So it is after 9:30.
Yeah, I know. What are you thinking, Frank?
Oh yeah, I have no idea what the time is like.
Yeah, it's about 9:40.
It's getting late.
I think I'll
Ah!
stick around here for another 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
I mean, you got. I do need to leave. Fairly
I'm gonna have to call my gear to fight this thing, right?
Yeah.
What am I running into a random gear out in the middle of the desert? Yikes!
Did he hit you hard?
160 something.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, I like that better.
But were you just saying you didn't like to get in fights, Faye?
Yeah, but now you're out grinding. I've got you now. Alright, so we leveled up. Or didn't level up, but we got a bunch of experience. Yeah, so it sounds like there isn't much to do out here except...
Yeah. I think you have to continue the story inside.
I want to figure out...
I think you're expected to go to Bart's room.
Oh, yeah. The one that says enter and die.
That's right.
I can remember how to get back there. Do you have anything to say, Maison?
Please relax.
Yeah, time flies, huh? It's already like getting close to 10. I was not paying attention to it at all. See if I can remember where his room is.
It's the one with the note on the door.
Okay, so it's not that one either. There it is.
Give it up.
Boing, boing. Who was in the picture of? Yeah. I jumped on his bed. Nothing in there. Is there gonna be a cutscene when I try and exit? Yeah. Knew it.
He tries hiding.
Nice hiding.
Try to become his friend.
Fortunately, Bart doesn't have much of an internal monologue and he's voicing all these thoughts.
Absolutely.
If I lie and wait under the elevator...
So I gotta go under the elevator and fight him, it sounds like. Everybody does want him to fight.
Oh, the elevator's back now.
Yeah, but I need to go under it.
I think you're meant to get on and then have it go down, and then you, like, move to the docks or something.
If he's hiding under the elevator, he'll get squished. I sure would like to fight him, though.
Well, too bad, because you can't attack your own party members in this game.
Yeah, I can't go talk to that guy. Looks like there's nothing here. Yo, who are you?
But
Okay.
continue going in that direction. Oh, well, maybe, I don't know.
Go down to the gear hanger?
I don't think we want to do that. Huh, I wonder how you do this.
You hop back
Maybe,
out
or,
of the
maybe,
ship.
or maybe, yeah, maybe you try and go onto the ship.
Yeah.
I bet that's it. Yeah, there we go.
Yep. Sure. What do you want? Why don't we become friends? I really want to be your friend. Tell me about your past. you seem to.
You seem to. You've been raring to go.
Yeah.
You, obviously.
Yeah, you totally do. I fight because I have to. I've got reasons you wouldn't understand. Slap, slap.
They've proven not to understand much at all.
Right.
Don't you have to fight?
No reason.
Ooh, the side guilt trip.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no trouble at all. Damn it. Oh, so now I want to go down to the gear hangar.
Yeah.
Like that, you could go down there.
I can.
Yeah, on this side elevator.
Ah, yes.
You know, I wasn't even aware that there were two sort of separate entrances and exits. I love the detail. You can see like the windows of the bridge and stuff. And there's even like a guy walking on the exterior of the ship.
All right, mechanic. What can you tell me? Guy looks like an Imperial officer.
Yeah,
Well,
this is a different scale.
It looks a lot like an Imperial officer.
What the hell?
Yo.
Where are we? Oh wow. Okay. So
Yo,
it's
tell me about it.
directly here. Yeah.
Yeah, we already read this. No, I don't. No. Tell me your secret. I'm gonna have to get inside of you.
Everybody just wants to talk to Faye again and again.
Yeah, I must be really.
Oh, okay.
I must be really important. I feel like, generally speaking, if you lose most of your memories, you've got to be somebody really freaking important, or else why would you lose them?
The exception would be like if you were, yeah, that's always ain't that always the way in these RPGs?
Yeah. Or generally in fiction, period. Like when was the last time?
Yeah, it's never like a complete loser schlub.
Yeah, when was the last time where a person was missing all their memories?
You know, speaking of losing memories, did I tell you about that Superman episode?
No.
So there was an episode of the old George Reeves Superman show where Superman lost his memory, and that was actually a pretty cool concept for a show, because it's like he no longer realizes that he has the secret identity and stuff.
Right.
But the way in which Superman lost his memory was he slipped on a piece of soap and hit his head in the shower. Which is like
Superman?
Yeah, Superman.
Okay,
It's
that
like,
doesn't make any sense.
well,
at all.
you know, like, yeah, it's even when I this was on Nick at Night when I was 5, and even at the time I was like, that is a ludicrous plot point. Oh, they just wanted to show show Faye that Bart had some angst too.
Right. I'm not as angsty as you.
He knows it's best to apologize in person, but I just keep making excuses for him.
Oh, yeah, he is wearing weird-ass clothes.
I'm certain it's a crop top.
Yeah, his midsection seems to be exposed. I guess, whatever, when you're in the desert.
Well, yeah, you gotta be beautiful. That's what really matters on a ship like the Yggdrasil. By the way, people with character portraits on the ship, like, you can only be there if you are, like, extremely handsome.
Right.
You know, you don't get a portrait unless you're a complete babe. Again, with these people trying to set Faye up with Bart. I need to
No kidding.
It's completely up to you. Okay, great.
We'll be leaving tomorrow, and of course you're going to go. If you choose not to, the story won't progress.
Right. Well, actually, this might be a good time to call it for the day. It's, after all, there's no way that something will happen to Force Faye's hands.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, the controls in the elevator on that are the green thing there.
Great, and then there's got to be a save point up there somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of story here. Not a lot of action. A lot of
Well, you know, we went from being on the ship to the stalactite, and now we've explored Bart's hideout and gotten the backstory about the Fatimas and
The Fatima Jasper.
the Fatima Jasper and Bart's war with Shakan, who's usurped power in Ave.
Alright, so I can go out here and save on the world map, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. And so for next time, let's just remember that what we're supposed to trigger the storyline by sleeping in the residential area, okay?
Okay. But first I gotta... Oh, no, I don't. I don't have to.
How much
Just
damage?
don't die. Neotin Robo?
Whoa.
Get the hell out of here.
Okay, maybe I do need to, these are not regular tin robos.
Please don't game over right now.
No, you got to get in your gear because
Yeah, I gotta call
that's
gear.
guaranteed to work.
I thought
It wouldn't be very fun to go through.
I
all
thought
that
they were
stuff since you're
tin
less
robos.
safe.
They wouldn't be that tough.
These are the Neo Tin
Oh,
Robos.
well, they still do 0 damage to yeah, Veltal.
Yeah.
Neo Tin Robo. Uh-oh.
0 damage. Oh yeah.
Oh man, you guys suck. And they're really ugly compared to a lot of the other suits in this game.
Well, they are just your average.
Yeah.
I like how they have like a platform on their back.
Yeah, like maybe that's where you ride.
Where someone could ride if they
Yeah.
have passengers.
Although with their sort of like bouncing around style, it looks like you quickly, break your jaw,
Yeah.
get thrown off. Or be kidding, it like jumps up. You would get wrecked so hard if you were to try riding on that thing.
Let's see what the heavy attack looks like. Oh, pow. Yeah, there's a high encounter rate in this game. Whoa, a lot of experience.
Those Neo Tin Robos are good.
Neo Tin Robo. Go!
All right, so this is probably a good time.
Yeah,
to call it.
this is a good time to...
All right, everyone. Well, I think this is the end of the stream.
Wait.
Thanks for watching, gentle
do this.
viewers.
Yeah, we'll be back next time.
Yeah, we'll probably stick with this until we get to a grindy point of the game. Then,
In the next episode, World 9 Wednesdays.
yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah. Well, we're having a good time. Hope you are too. Please tune in and join us again.
We'll catch you next week.
Smash that subscribe button.
Right.
Don't forget
Follow
to
button.
don't forget to subscribe to us.
Oh wait, there's the camera.
All right, that's it.
Look over there.
All right.